on being just
we got a game.
A slippery entity on.
FNATIC could be going home last
because
place.
You can get away with so many of these random reclearances, you know, these second hits towards mid.
I don't think Alpha Air is
and things like this that can really catch FNATIC off guard.
Neon either.
And all the pressure in the world will be on FNATIC's shoulders. There's no two ways to say it. They have got to be feeling the burn. Now, Durka instantly going to get things started for themselves. So Headhunter down towards Tube, going to take down.
Just sliding in the back.
No challenges?
And they'll be happy enough with this.
Oh yeah, here we go.
Oh.
So looking to
nobody won that last one, right?
Durka's happy to receive.
Predict initiator. Only -1. Yep.
Dig their heels into
kills of initiator.
Yes.
KO Sova.
Anticipating a little bit of
breach Sova.
Aggression behind this first blood.
4.
I think it's going to come though.
4.
Solid control.
Wait, what'd you say? Sister kills.
Kills.
For one of them or total?
Total.
Almost disastrous for Durka. They just turned his back. And that's it. Boaster's the one to fall in mid on the back of this.
Interesting. Did he hear the steps? He did. Lovely shot for Alpha.
4 of them?
Yeah, trying to be filled there, but the movement's key. Alpha just running rings around him. Still alive, keeping his life safe. Durka there to make sure he's kept safe as well. Khalil goes down. So very nicely done so far. You can see the kind of work behind this, what they're trying to achieve a little here now. 2 players remaining on the other side.
Oh, actually it's for map 3. It's for map 3, sorry. If we go map 3, yeah.
So it's not this map.
Nothing for this map.
Himself on the line here, but quickly dealt with. Actually, a 2v3 presented here.
I just realized
as well. Durka just inside.
Never mind. No, he's on map 2. Never mind.
Oh,
I think he probably mistake.
Jordan 48.
Let's get the hell out of dodge. We've got a chance here. The aftershock going to come through.
I'll go 33.
Misread a little bit here. Mystic will pick up the kill on the back of it. It should be a formality.
I mean, a part of it depends on
how
long
what was this
the
kills
game
or
goes.
assists again?
Kills of initiators total can be off by 1, only -1.
Regardless, FNATIC to post the pistol round here.
I say 42.
Initially a little concerning, similar thing to what we talked about.
Yeah, I'm liking that number 2, but I'm sticking.
Boaster falling a little ahead of that regroup towards
it's a good in-between.
Losing some of that utility, but beautifully mitigated by Alfia. Actually, great reactive use of the fault line as well from Mystic, and that's something that even here in the pistol round to see it kind of sets up, whether or not Mystic's going to be kind of slightly disconnected from some of these.
Never won a map versus BR team.
Deeper fault line back towards, you know, the back of A site behind Pyramid.
What did you say, Jordan?
Alfia to burst onto site.
48.
Wait, Shroud?
Enjoying how they want to try and
30, mark me down. You're in. Shroud's in for 30.
And of course, is there a response for Furia? Are they able to
can't hear your voice. I'm gonna DQ myself.
And all of the site's been just completely wrapped up. And okay, maybe not so.
What do you got, Hiko?
Enzo's gone down. Yet to fully make their entrance out of main, there's still some
go
here.
45.
So 2 players still noted. Didn't get the full picture, but Boaster can at least pry out one of the players who's keep the information
are you in bed?
flowing, but there is that one player close.
There's no way you're in bed. It's 10
This is
a.m.
gonna be interesting. I love when people do like unorthodox comps. But is it gonna be a little too unorthodox?
We tried breach. We lost 13-5.
I think
you were the first team I watched do it. And I was like, what the fuck are these guys doing?
Again, trying to make a mad play.
I think breach is
with the shorty, but
Dude's long distance, right?
The stuns are really good, but
I mean, we say
the rest of his kit is
trash.
I just keep getting a little nervous because it's 37 seconds.
There's a lot of good
before you come
stuns.
Like the lane on B.
I thought it's flashes. I feel like you can't throw that good of flashes here.
Elbow, B-line, A-line,
but 2
Pulse
players
line.
found a little bit of probing, but not too much.
And definitely something I
You can
want
do
to see
shop
easily. This
easily.
map
Do you
is
see
these
stun
anti-ecos
stairs?
from FNATIC, right? Because they were so problematic.
If you
on
execute
ice
A,
box,
do you
Furia
breach stun
really
stairs
able
or
to.
like...
Yeah, or we would
They
stun
run away with a
behind
couple of rounds that they had
right tit.
absolutely no
Like if they
right
have an
to
offer,
say,
yeah.
let alone win or do some damage.
They can't swing through wall for
actually
3
You can
seconds.
stun mid
Even some
doors and all
post-rounds,
of
they were
yellow, and you
retaking
can do
on
like a fast A
pretty
split.
rounds.
It
There's a lot
seems
you can do.
unthinkable to kind of roll my mind back to it, but
Actually
you're
sounds
right.
pretty
So,
good.
But I feel like you need.
The
The problem is we didn't have like a neon or anything,
It's
so it was really
looking
hard.
pretty even, honestly.
That was close too, yeah. Bulldog in the hands of Durka.
Cool. All right, we're done on that. We're done on that.
Now for straight up middle, I'm liking this. The pace. This could be something. Let's see if Furia can keep up with this. I mean, Brazilian team's synonymous with it normally, but the 1-for-1 trade out, Alpha still standing.
Damn.
Huge
And you said he
follow.
couldn't play
Brings that
Neon.
towards CT, takes a
My
whole
bad.
load of damage though. Gets denied any
What a way to die.
springboard, but the site's now to be taken. Boaster catching that lurking towards middle.
I mean, we only saw him
Anyone
on
trying to
Pearl as one
filter
map,
back
I'm
through
pretty
towards
sure.
side, and the last
I'm
two
not sure how much
players
he's played it
tunneled
outside of this
and
event.
funneled through towards CT.
What a beautiful setup
Plays a
for this
lot.
split as well.
Plays
with the
what?
fast lane and then the
Raze,
being
Killjoy, and
from
Neon.
mid here. Real pace change from FNATIC.
Some weird.
Yeah, he
some
plays
weird
a
agents.
flex.
Two
Close
left to
it.
find
Yeah.
full
It's literally a flex.
damage here.
And Viper too.
You can remove some of these, force the repurchase, but FNATIC going to make that very difficult for him.
Oh.
Timing just not there.
Wrapped. And
Actually
it is-
headshot him.
And again, how many looks of these do we get of FNATIC here? Because I feel like map 1 has certainly now amplified that FNATIC do need to be bringing out big game, right? This isn't, can't coast this, can't keep anything in the pocket for deeper run. You're already being challenged here in the elimination of the group stage, so there's nothing to be left
my lead on the
behind
couch?
now.
Well, I think
Not
that's
on,
a little
because it's not on the
appetizer
couch
maybe
right now.
for this being the ace up the
But I'm
sleeve.
gonna move
right?
it there.
They'll execute
Absolutely.
like this is some of the
At
things
some
that,
point.
you know, some of the magic that FNATIC were famed for so early on. How many of those do they have up their sleeve though?
That's what I want to see. Genuinely, I'm quite interested because, as we've said, they have been specialists. They've been able to carve out maps for themselves. They've been back in the lab for some time. And if this is what they've created, what they've cooked up, really exciting to see. And for Furia, a tough lesson to learn here potentially. But for now, we talk about those anti-egos, keeping them clean, trying to mitigate the danger, navigate around it. This is another test for FNATIC here. Already swiftness.
Wait, this guy can play him. This guy can play Neon.
Get
Guy's
activated
fucking
on the
insane on
stage.
Neon.
We
Fuck,
didn't
were we
get to see the best
smoking?
of him before. But this was one of the straight up rookies of the year in my mind who came in and absolutely dominated online. Now we maybe get to see him put into position to frag out.
Leading the charge for FNATIC here. Mark comes through.
Spike planted.
With 2 members of Furia left to find. Enzo actually hit pretty early, 67 HP, so I don't want to see him give away a weapon here, but
I feel like the individuals of FNATIC haven't really
keep
like
this in check.
gotten into their form. Like it's been like people here and there.
So when you hope nobody's watching, but
Last player standing.
Yeah. Durka looked kind of
Miles
bad
at
the
this
first map.
point,
He's like usually one of the
turn
hard
onto Alpha,
carries.
and
Yeah, like Durga's usually
Miles obviously
insane.
gonna clean things up now.
I
Freestanding
feel like
once
Enzo
again
and
for
Mystic
FNATIC,
usually
so
have like a
give
lot of
them a little
impact as
buffer now
well.
for the finances. Some
Oster
of these
obviously like
ultimates
with the clutches and
about coming
everything.
online for
Alfier is
FNATIC
insane
as
as well.
Beautiful round for Alpha. Yeah, confidence here in the anti-eco as well.
Come on.
And
We put this one in the replay.
So missed that dart twice.
And I think for me, it's seeing them come off the back of probably quite a stunning loss, being able to pick themselves up and perform.
They
confidently.
replayed it, yeah. Production is savage.
Massive boost, I'm sure, for Alpha here after a relatively quiet map. One, he wasn't terrible. He was just quite middling for his performance. This is good to
He's
see.
played out of that game, to be honest.
He was. He had no room to play in this. And again, we're back to seeing this mid piece. Now, last time they had more intent behind this. It's a fake. It's almost an evolution on that.
Did dart
first
it?
hit.
No, they didn't. Okay.
Actually, the ping could be
What?
the deciding factor.
How does he win
Alpha,
that fight?
Still gets the turn.
He's sliding
Lands the
backwards
headshot.
and winning
3
fights.
members of FNATIC position.
Silva
outside
had
double
first
doors.
shot,
There's only
too.
1 left on A site here for Furia.
Yeah, this is
Silva
brutal.
burst him like twice.
Playing towards the back of yellow. FNATIC have the perfect split towards this. 3 players coming in through from CT, but again, the cross is really the only contested part. And one of the shots hits, but the rest all fail parlously as FNATIC make their way towards the site. Need to recover
They're starting to
the
look like
spike, and
FNATIC
Mystic gonna
now.
keep things safe towards CT.
They're awake. They first map just a warm up map.
As in, unfortunate position to be in, really. There's 4 against you for FNATIC, and the plant going to come down. This is lovely, Mike. And again,
Spike planted.
Mazin might do some damage here, but I really want to expand on that little adjustment on that mid hit that came in here. Seeing versatility and diligence throughout this Mystic, close down the round. 5-0.
They should
Absolutely.
time out,
What they're
right?
almost doing is baiting Furia into
They should time
setup
out.
for this execute, right? Either stack people very deep on site or to overstep the mark in mid, right? Trying to challenge that fast lane and even challenge the Viper wall going up. This time around, again, it's actually both sides of this wall. There's a real lack of information. Actually,
That kill was
this
crazy.
kill is so
I think he hurt him.
because the recon bolt is something that ultimately puts, you know, a couple of players in elbow or towards tunnel in a position to really shut down Boaster and Alpha yet.
And as it stands, I want to see a timeout for Furia. They need to get some sort of grip on this game because it's spiraling out of their control. And I feel like they've just been absolutely blown out of the water.
How
completely
timeouts work?
stunned
Players can
by
request
what
them, only
FNATIC bring,
coach?
and this is probably not what
I
they
think both.
had expected by any
Players
means.
and coach can call timeout, right?
I mean,
Not what you expected.
Yes.
There's a real lack of prep here, right? And
Yes.
like I said, it's FNATIC doing FNATIC things where they just go, we're going to bring something weird out. You're not going to know how we're going to play it or what we're going to do. And it's still unorthodox. Yes, we've got a Neon here. So it's almost a given when you say that, but the way that they're going to apply it is something that FNATIC do so well with some of these new comps.
You're absolutely right. And how many times have we used to refer to them almost as the mad scientists, right? They'd come up with this brand new formula. They'd try and create something, be it when they had a little bit of a break, but when they had a little bit of time away from the spotlight, you'd see them come out with maybe a different map pool coming in, a little bit of a new look on a map, and they'd be able to run this out. Now, them having to bring it out now is something that I'm quite interested in, because this does change how the tournament may go on.
It's elimination game, so yeah, if they've got it, you damn sure you're going to pull it out, yeah.
Yeah, for them though, this is all to be seen, and this sends a big message to the rest of the tournament though. If they make it out of this game, this suddenly puts, okay, we need to make sure this is not in the map pool anymore. We need to remove this away from FNATIC. But as it stands, we do see another, poor purchase coming in for Furia here. It's 3 Marshals, a Sheriff, and a Classic. Well, Headhunter.
Tour de force.
He's got too many weapons,
he's got
Michael.
something. He's got something to throw in this.
Let's see what he does with it.
You got all the info here.
Easy.
Could be a lurk though.
All the information at least. It's a bold peek through. Whether or not Boast has just spotted him actually. You see on the minimap he's posted up now, looking this direction. I think really with where the rest of FNATIC are positioned, there's no flash, there's no stun or anything to really put him online. As Khalil going to open things up onto Durka. Now that's operator down.
Alpha just going to unleash.
What is this dart? When is it gonna land?
And actually loses.
Wait, is this dart? Oh yeah, what the
that was
fuck?
just free, a little bit.
It just landed, everyone's already dead.
Again, 3 still standing. Plant
Did it even scan?
pretty soon. That's a shot.
I guess he's
Mazin,
inside.
great connection towards Boaster. Hold on, and look at the wrap coming in as well. There's now problems in this.
Oh, the breach hole.
Nowhere safe to
Didn't get
plant.
anyone,
Enzo's
did it?
dead. Mystic needs a miracle. He needs
Ran back.
something here. 3 players with very
Wait, it's
complementary
a
angles
Mako.
for each other, and so little safety for him.
There's no way, he's so low.
23 HP left.
And that's
going to find the first though.
No,
And
there's
a
no
decent
way.
opportunity
There is
to
no
reset.
way. Well, he can get the bomb and
Fault line
plant.
back up, still got the aftershock to play with as well.
Oh, the
Does he get timed
Marshal.
on this though? I'm waiting to see.
Got the spike.
And he had a belting map 1. Huge performance.
He's gonna
Great start
plant.
to
He
map
got
two.
stun
Certainly is.
and blast.
Frags already by the name.
Oh,
and
GG.
this is where things become.
GG.
Oh my god.
It's
What
over.
a shock.
Like how his body fell.
Correct.
Thrifty round.
Correct.
Finally doing a little bit of damage here, and actually a much needed
That's how
round.
his body language like. Guy.
Yeah.
Didn't really benefit too much in terms of the economy, and
His
actually
arms
looking
flaring.
at, I think the Rolling Thunder did come out there. Obviously Alpha are investing his ultimate as well. See how it lies for FNATIC after that, but beautiful conversion. Again, to shut Alpha down there. Boaster, unfortunately, just slipping ahead of Bricks here. Gets punished for it. Actually, yeah.
That sucks. Damn, dude. I don't know, man.
Everybody firing on all
Let's
cylinders.
see though. Let's see. It's still
previously.
early days. The Furia
Another set piece.
Yeah, it certainly is straight through the door. And look at the speed on
looking
this. The
fucking good.
combination
To be honest with
of the
you.
back of the Neon to the
Generally
Viper wall,
speaking.
giving them so much ability to just close the gap. Even
They got
with a map like
tagged.
this, but still need to land the shots. And Khalil
Still got
stands.
one though. It's kind of
They don't want
unfortunate for
trade out.
them.
Durka will at
Yeah.
least trade back through into this. But the site's theirs. So already good work for FNATIC. They'll be
Look at this
happy enough
Viper
with
lurk.
this.
Holy fuck.
Boaster's got to be careful here.
Wow.
Actually does get cleared
So
for
scary,
possible
dude.
fall.
Almost unlucky timing.
Yeah.
Huge kill to
You think he has
find
lineups for the
Durka,
bomb
will
from
find one
there? No,
elsewhere as
right?
well. And a comfortable
Pretty
No
close
way.
one now
There's
from
no
FNATIC.
way.
I think so.
Chuffed with
Look where
this.
they
He
planted.
could, right? Just
Should
throw it
have
over the
two
top,
threats.
but I don't know. I doubt he does. But I feel like that would be
Look-
sick because he throws
Dude,
it
it's
from
looking like
mid
he's
and then runs
looking
back
up.
cave,
Same
you know?
operator in play as well.
Yeah.
Instead of
That's
like
gonna be
throwing
trying
a
to be
cave and
kept,
running
but
mid.
Again, this is what I like seeing from FNATIC. We're seeing varied looks now, and Mike, the utility work coming out between, I guess, it's really Alpha and Boaster at the start of things, coupled with that breach. It's so hard to handle. It's so tailor-made to just somehow carve up one of the most long-range maps.
Yeah, it is, and like I said, the investment of the fault line actually allows, with these splits
Little
coming
bro, I
through
missed
mid
you
off the back
grinding
of this
Valorant.
fast lane that goes on the right side of
Bro, the
pillar,
days are long,
Alfred can
man.
get all the way towards,
By the time the
backside
watch party's
behind
done.
pyramid to make use of these fault lines. So there's very few places that
I mean, if I pop a fucking energy drink,
play
don't
comfortably,
get me
right?
wrong,
I mean,
dude.
there's only really
I'll be
the
dashing,
CP,
up drafting
maybe
everywhere.
the dash from Marzine as well.
I just
to
feel
kinda
like
get out of those sorts of spots, but it makes setting up for these executions
not really worth it, I
very,
guess.
very difficult. Obviously on Breeze, it's even harder to rely
Ranked is
on
not
Breeze.
going anywhere.
It's one of the hardest maps to retake either side sometimes.
Yeah, it's a nice theory-crafted piece.
There.
The problem being, FNATIC keep finding first bloods off of this as well. So just off the very basics of some of these executions.
I feel as though.
Already puts
Relax a little
Furia
bit. You're still silver.
disadvantage.
Damn, he
Very
doesn't
early
pop
on.
the dash.
There's another one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's looking so easy. And look at the
Oh
damage
my
on as well.
God.
Forced away instantly. FNATIC
Fuck.
are just flying
was
through this
clean.
map. This is huge for them. Needing this after what was a very stark, bitter map 1.
A wake-up call.
Yeah.
I did. Arm.
Showing such
There's a
signs
long
of life.
time for that.
Playing as 5, loved that. Just waiting for the swing out over towards B. Punishing Mazin on that first contact.
Oh,
and then
Brand,
just
t-shirts too,
firing
bye.
towards the side.
I think what I'm wearing right now is
When
Lululemon.
you look at what worked
Hashtag
on
not an ad.
Xbox, it was Furia's ability to get
I don't know, I
ahead
just
of
buy
some of
whatever,
these setups,
dude.
but the pace is totally different here. from
Lululemon is
FNATIC.
nice though.
I mean, Spike Plant's coming through before we've hit 122 on the clock. That's with 2 kills coming through as well. Which FNATIC traditionally aren't a very fast-paced teams, and so in terms of these executes, they're usually kind of mid-rounds after they've, done these kind of fact finders and figured out exactly how the defense are playing. Then they have very solid, well-choreographed executes, right?
Yep.
FNATIC aren't usually the ones to have somebody bursting through spawn barriers and challenging immediately. So Furia are going to really struggle to set up. And then the question is
7-1, unlucky.
FNATIC, right? How deep is the strat book? How many
That's the
executes have they got?
Very
Having
one-sided now.
variations on
Yeah.
them again, because you may learn like, okay, when they do X and Y, these pieces of utility, this is the response. It's so hard to then adjust on that if they do have a slight adjustment.
They haven't got time to react off some of these indicators at all.
Because Alpha's
Thank you for the resubs.
in a second time. It's good to see Alpha kind of used this way. I feel like we hadn't seen him fully unleashed on people yet, but this is the first time we're really seeing him
split
being
fast?
propped up on
7-1?
into motion.
Done.
Once again, this is a little bit of a different look here. It's trying to
Big
maybe hold
flash.
the door. Nice on hand.
Blind?
Does slow down
Big
the hit
stun.
to this, somehow
He's
deny this.
stunned.
The purchase is
What?
Big,
Look at
big
this.
dart.
Still doing
Oh, never mind.
damage. Khalil still standing. Can at least deny a little
Is
bit
Alpha
of his
here?
early
Is he
work, but
Turkish?
again, Fury has
Yes.
so little room on this site.
Ooh, need to get him in front of the crowd.
Yep.
Mystic lucky.
What I was saying.
Is he
Not to
the,
get
is he the
caught
only
there.
Turkish player here?
Yes.
Get tagged on the way back through, but
Feels
Rolling
bad
Thunder
for
and Hunter's Fury
Ned.
have to
Yeah.
address the backline, and
Clean.
Marzin's here actually. We'll remove one of these pieces. They got a second as well onto both.
That's a
Damn.
big shot, and they knew where Mystic was. That ultimate
So
could
he
be an
has
issue.
blast?
He has to be addressed at the
What does
right
he
time
do?
here.
Ult the
Attack
bomb
on
and
the
then kill this
spike.
guy?
Mystic, surely his mind starts to wander. Tries to
Oh,
deal
yeah,
with it
from the
now.
back
Gonna try and pull it
was
away. Mazin
No, you got
found, though,
flanked. Would
and
have
the
been sick though if
timing
you
of
ulted the
pinch.
bomb and killed the guy
Yeah,
behind.
I just spotted
yeah.
something, by the way. Mystic's been playing a lot of these early rounds in Tube, when they're looking towards these
That
mid
sucks,
splits.
that
or
only got
even
wasted
that.
hard.
The flash comes through the floor of Tube to actually set them
Ah,
up.
fuck
through
it. We got
double doors.
7.
So even,
And
yeah.
it's little pieces
Wow.
like that that there can be somebody in position to enable that sort of push immediately. And there's not really anywhere a breach can find a comfortable flash.
Yeah, you're
elsewhere.
right.
The
You're
flash
absolutely
comes
right.
through the wall right here.
Wow.
Those are little things. You can watch a FNATIC execute 3 or 4 times and then notice one little piece or positioning or something. It's like, yeah, okay.
You've really thought that
Hats
through,
off,
huh?
Minnie. Yeah, well played, dude.
Yeah. I mean, he's been, as I said, in the lab cooking
So
up
I was thinking he's going up
treats.
Tube to find, fault lines to back
Sure.
side. The flash is actually beautiful.
That's really nice.
Dude, Fnatic need to convert this
Quite an
map.
enjoyable game to
If
watch.
they
In such a
want
different way to map 1.
to
This is
not-
such a stark contrast.
Let the 0-4 happen.
Durka this time going on exploration mission. And for Furia, I
Who
feel
was
like
their
how
other
you're
gamer?
meant to
I
learn this. I mean, you
forgot.
need a
I
game in
lost
hand
the-
almost to watch what they're doing, try and catch up on the fly. 2 rounds. Actually quite impressive. They got
Too
this
many
far.
matches,
Durka
bro.
looks
Check
a little
right
dead.
side.
Yeah, he's dead.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
100
You gotta
thieves.
check our
That's
corners
gonna be
here,
a big
boys.
component
Getting
removed
sloppy
here.
now.
And a much slower look for FNATIC this time.
And time to actually react on one of these early indicators as well. It's Durka, right?
That was a
Expected
crazy
to be
game.
Looking for a pick
you
elsewhere,
beat
create a little bit of
The
pressure. in
guy,
that
like,
lurking
can you get into
position.
that cubby without being seen?
No rotation comes out.
In
for
halls?
it, though.
Like, if, yeah,
SCT?
if he instantly
Feeling
goes up, yeah.
fairly
I think I think so.
Confident.
I think
the
if
only way
Chet
is if they
updraft
updraft,
will
yeah.
see you, or Cypher camera
Standing the
too,
test.
Yes.
obviously.
Okay.
It's just
Well, otherwise you can
Khalil's
run it
just
and then walk it and then you should be
together,
safe.
basically.
That's the problem with it. That spot's kind of
Yeah.
busted.
That's it. There's the contact
Yeah.
we made. May have noted Alpha here on the way in. Aldrin to follow, but he's
Oh my
already on the
God.
side. He's already on the
Bro,
back
what
lines.
is going
You
on?
can't slow this guy
Oh, his
down.
audio.
He's just a speed demon.
He died, never mind.
Foster's found one as well.
The
How?
snakebite landed on his TP. He TP'd off the top pillar.
Oh.
I like
and
how
right
he's
to
following the
snakebite.
old as it goes.
What?
Big extra safe.
Come on. Come on. This is unthinkable scenes. Alpha fully blind,
Oh.
should get swung on here, so the retake is on. There is
Oh,
still a
I like
chance to
that.
speak of the Viper's Pit now to try and navigate.
Oh my god, it looked like he almost headshot that guy.
Almost,
That looked like
almost.
an aim lock.
Able to get a lot of information
Lusha?
here. They went out very early on, but they have to come in and challenge the Vipers.
Yeah.
Missed
Ah!
the first, the second 2.
Gorgeous from Mystic.
He knows.
Fuck.
He's actually got it right.
He does know about timing.
So they find him in
What
time.
the
He's
fuck?
in
Look at this timing.
Dude.
On the other side, just being given nothing.
Save or
Time
dive
now
bomb?
starts to be
Yeah.
the biggest opponent in these
Oh,
seconds.
the wall
The
went
clock
off.
is
Look at his
ticking
timing.
away.
That's
And
so
FNATIC,
many
I've
in a
gotta
row.
say,
Wait,
I am
wait.
Oh my
He could have got a kill again. He
God.
could have killed him.
It's beautiful.
Oh my god, that was like 5 times.
Really beautiful. I mean, not unless you're
He definitely
a
could've
Furia
killed him there.
fan, because
Yeah.
there's not an awful lot you can do about some of
you
these
can't.
executions.
I
The
said,
precision
The worst
of the
part is he
utility
died to
just
the
makes
bomb
it
still.
so hard to even contest first
Gotta get
contact,
his
right?
before
But you
that
don't want to
happens.
swing out here as any of this utility takes shape.
Phantom
choke
kill.
point.
Running.
this just feels like the first time we got to see Optic running that fracture, lineup and how it looked. And you needed that game in pocket to come up with a plan. You need to be going over this game because, again, this is brutally hard to deal with. It's so unorthodox.
I wonder if this will get
Anything
stretched
we
out
see.
or it'll be a quick close.
Revealing area.
And again, this fast mid piece, we're seeing it play through. Alpha is set into motion by all that utility put into play. Imagine trying to deal with this though. Going to commit himself towards main, which is not necessarily a bad idea, but FNATIC
Dude, this fight
still
just
get
looks so
two.
funny, or just
They
runs
still
out,
carve
just
their way
battles,
into the
and
site.
still wins.
Spike's going to be going down. I'm pretty
take
sure
the site so
uncontested
easily.
here. Nothing to stop this or slow
Yeah.
it down. And once again, Furia
Because
cannot
I think it's
handle
because
that
Fury
front
doesn't
line.
feel safe playing in the site after all this neon stuff. Like they're just playing like back yellow, stairs.
Yeah.
The Jet's just all low and close.
The utility is too much
setup,
to handle.
I
The
mean,
neon
that's
is
the
really
utility in some
like
parts, but
sometimes
it's just
overwhelming,
so
honestly, I
difficult.
feel, right?
It's overwhelming.
If you get the full execute with the
When you see
neon,
that flash
how
come
can
through,
you
like I
stop
said,
it?
from
It's like
Mystic to make sure
impossible.
Alfie has got safe
Pressure at the
passes, the
breach
wall goes
util?
up, cuts off
Yeah, like the
everybody that's in
fucking
front of it.
dart, the stun.
Yeah, the utils have been fucking sick.
FNATIC can just rinse and repeat, honestly.
I don't think we've seen
Same
Furia
time.
really come up
The
with
dart
a game
above the
plan at
wall,
all.
they flash.
I didn't.
This
I
is something that you
Fnatic
need to-
first time
you
playing
need to
Breeze since
study
March.
these sorts of odds to be able to come
Yeah,
up with
apparently it was their like
counter
perma
like this.
veto, and I'm guessing that's why Furia picked
There
it.
is slight irony.
So it
in
makes
seeing
sense,
Furia
but
once punished by
it
such
shows
aggression.
that,
Name is
they've been
so
putting in the work.
Exactly, yeah.
with aggression, well constructed aggression too, not just kind of running it down, but 9-2. This is one for the VODs. This is one to pour over, one to really enjoy going back through. And
Yes,
really
the
try to
other
break
part
down
of it
all
is
the bits and
that
pieces towards us.
they haven't
I'd
played it
have
in
liked
such
to
a
have seen
long
potentially
time.
Furia
Furia
try and
probably
take
don't know
extremities
like
and putting a lot of
anything
commitment behind it
about
over
what to
towards
expect
main,
from
pushing
them.
out towards A main, potentially trying to challenge towards cave, maybe having to give up site. I'd like to see them try and adjust, but I can't really blame them for being just stun locked by this.
Well, you look at what worked well for them on Icebox was understanding what FNATIC were doing, right? And understanding the early round. I'm going to hold my breath once again because it's another variation. Actually going to try and fake
I
this
like
time
this.
around with the wall towards B here.
What?
Look at this breach flash, man.
Both sides of the map.
Yeah, both sides of the map.
Again, as much as I say...
Wait, they're just showing off. They're taking both
Yeah,
sides.
but you just got to be
took A and B.
with the operator. You got to get past some of the best players in the world who are holding pretty strong positions.
Honestly, that was a
And it's
good counter.
formality at 10 to
kill the
2.
neon, use
FNATIC,
That's like at the
very
end of
much
the
in form
walls.
Here, Mike. This has been
Yeah.
Breach util is too
a
good,
totally
man.
different look to what I expected.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
think
mean,
they should have
when
opted
you see
sooner.
this come
Maybe that
out,
was the play.
FNATIC
Yeah.
I mean,
very
they
often.
had a couple,
not once you
actually,
look at it and
but
go, well,
didn't get
maybe
anything.
they've thought of something.
These
If
neon
they
walls
let
are
this
super
out,
annoying
it's
to
the
deal
wild
with.
card. And talk about ace up the sleeve.
What are we
whatever.
at?
This is the Uno reverse. We get
25,
stopped like that on your home
27.
ground on the map one.
Wait,
you
where?
have
Who
to
the
pull
fuck are
this
the
out here,
initiators?
map two.
Well,
Breach,
FNATIC have certainly answered back in kind. Furia need to think on their feet, or map 3 is on the way.
12.
Desk, your thoughts?
27? Is that? I don't know.
Oh boy, we got a party now. You love to
Gotta go
see
through that.
it, man. 10-2. FNATIC.
We did a big
dominating
second half.
and
Jordan's.
just-
I mean,
just
not
let me know.
Jordan's. Stroud
Jordan's
is
here.
How
somehow.
you feeling? You okay?
Feeling okay.
Steal it from the sideline.
Yeah, I
If they-
I
if they
have
close to
said
13-2
something
maybe,
before
but
we
otherwise.
started this match.
Bold proclamation from Jesco.
Yeah, I decided to, predict Furia
How many did you
because,
say, 27?
they demanded respect
I had
after
33.
map number 1, and I was like,
No,
why
no,
not
I
carry
meant,
that
right
momentum
now
into map
it's
number 2?
27,
Turns out I'm
yeah.
wrong
Yeah.
because there's a particular man who's
I'll be down on
absolutely
fucking
ripping them apart. Alfier
God,
on the
he's dead.
Neon, I love it. Maybe he hasn't had necessary debuts on the Neon in an international stage that has wowed us thus far, but this one does wow us.
Did you guys eat
and it
today
has
so far?
oomph to it, and it's also important to know
Chicken
that for
fillet.
him personally coming in here,
I
look at
had,
how he performed. I said maybe it wasn't the best. 270 is still good.
find the
It's
name
not
of it.
exceptional for a Neon player overall average, but look at the first half here on Breeze, definitely stepping
You
it
have with
up
the chicken
in
fillet.
multiple departments,
Piece of chicken?
which is his job, it's his role.
I just
And
got
he's
the
given
chicken
Furia
biscuit.
a taste of their own medicine that they delivered at Icebox. Now
Where's
he's
that from?
packaged it all up and put it on a
Chick-fil-A.
teaspoon and said, here you go.
Oh,
Give
I've
that a
actually
try.
never had their breakfast.
I'll save for the next half,
I don't think
though.
I've
Viper's super
Sort of
good.
hype up, put it perfectly.
Viper's
Just want to
super
watch back
good.
to see everything that FNATIC do. I'm curious of where Mystic is going to be on the breach, because pretty much every single kill that we
Chicken
saw
Biscuit sounds
from
fire.
Alpha getting those neon picks was off the back of a flash or an aftershock put in player from Furia. Yeah, he has been exceptional today, and I think it's just going to be interesting to see where a breach can play on the defense, whether it's over towards B to stall out, but you've got the Viper there, or to go for holes. For Furia, I sort of pointing out, like Kalu, you want him to sort of step up,
Tim.
but he's really struggling so far.
That's a grind, dude.
Expectedly so. They weren't expecting
Can
this
they use
kind of
vapes
comp
on
with
stage?
FNATIC.
Don't think so.
Maybe wanted to show this off a little bit.
Can they
more.
vape on
Sean
stage?
Harris is watching this and go, like, I know what they do now. Yeah,
That's fair. I mean, if you're a fan
The
of
monitors, I
Yu-Gi-Oh,
remember Shroud was
if you're a fan
saying
of Yu-Gi-Oh,
Lenovo,
This was a
right?
trap card,
Like
and it's
Lenovo
playing
Legion?
very well in the hands of FNATIC. But let's see if Furia can respond.
definitely can't
or
vape
will
on stage,
FNATIC
right?
Force that map 3.
I don't think
Masters,
so.
back to
Otherwise,
you.
someone would have had to, surely.
Yeah.
And
By
by all
now.
accounts, I do feel as though this surely is going to map 3 here. It needs
Don't
something
say it.
catastrophic to happen, Michael.
Don't say
Michael, the odds. They're so unlikely.
Yeah, they are. They really are.
Ooh, it starts with a pistol, right?
It does all
FNATIC
start
gets
with a
it.
pistol.
Whoa, it's, map 3.
And I'm intrigued as well. I mean, Ryan makes a good point. It'll be interesting to see how Mystic is applied in the second half. As
Holy
well, whether or not
fuck.
FNATIC.
Chat, you can't
Maybe
see
gonna
it,
have
but
to
the dart
rely
is
on a couple of
flying.
those rounds where he gets very proactive. Speaking of proactive, that's a eating a flash
Oh,
ahead of it
that might
there.
be
That's the
GG.
spike down. Enzo's found 2 and the
Is that
spike.
it? GG, just from first goal?
Didn't
Two
love
goals?
the spike.
I'm in the
being
running.
lost there.
29.
Well, I guess a special delivery. Just going to leave it up towards Tube. That's
Wait,
kind
you
of.
guessed 20. Wait, how many did you guess?
33.
And now the 3 remaining.
Shroud
How are you
gets
gonna
30
get that back?
from the
You've got
chat.
site control. Yes, but there's the issue.
I think I guessed 35.
Huddled around the spike.
I have you here. Yeah, no, you guys 45.
Oh no.
FNATIC are probably going to just really
All right,
hold
here
this
comes the
down, aren't
comeback.
they? Furia, what you got? That's
30.
That's a
Open
kill.
up a chance
Right there.
towards this now.
That's a kill right there.
I say a little bit of damage, a lot of damage done.
Poster's about to get
Another 5
dark.
HP. Poster waiting for anyone else to try and make their
You
way
guys need
towards
to
the
push.
stairs, and 37
Get down
seconds.
45 as well. It's not
Mm-hmm.
something you really want to try and rely on, but it's back up here in Tube.
30 seconds
Khalil,
left.
unnoted as of yet. It's Boaster, the one that should pick this up.
Timing.
In the wrong direction right now.
He whiffed. Khalil? The rest is on you.
It's fought.
One
Should have been
enemy
fine.
Wait.
With Furia.
Yeah.
We can do this, Hiko. We can do this.
Wait, I'm still in.
We're in
I'm in
it.
the running.
Spike's already on
I
the
still
side,
got
so that
this.
opportunity is
Unless-
look at the HP. It's only Khalil,
They have no
The
idea what
rest-
Boaster is.
Posty?
but he's got a 1v1. A fair
Oof.
1v1.
You can just stick this.
Nah, there's no
He's
way,
not doing
right?
that, though. He's none the wiser. How would he ever know this? A gamble, maybe. He takes just a chance. A shot in the dark. Boaster not brave
Oh.
enough to do it.
Nice.
He gets punished
We're in it,
for
Hiko.
First round.
It's not
I'm
over
in
till
it.
it's over.
It's going deep now.
Jordan.
So again, it's an unorthodox spot for the spike to be dropped. And
Sure.
I just
Not
don't think
over
FNATIC
until it's
make a
over.
solid decision there, and nobody's.
I have
like
a
said,
problem there.
There's one player playing
It's
towards
alright.
spawn here. They still get somebody.
Jordan, are
Right.
you good right
completely
now?
About 30.
unnoted swinging through nest.
No, I'm literally
and
at 3
Khalil's able to
screens right now. I'm betting
completely
on
backstab
horse
that
racing.
setup, so
I got.
It happens, all right. It all starts with a
Yeah,
pistol.
poker stars on one monitor.
Doesn't it?
DraftKings horse racing.
Bruh.
It's the same.
I'm actually
What is-
betting on how many times Tarik puts his hand over his mouth right
We're
now.
fine.
Side bet.
You are old if you are doing that.
It should be
Just saying.
fine.
Aren't you older than Jordan?
It's B-side stack here.
We're the same age, but I'm just a
Actually?
little
There you
older.
They'll do lots
Is
of
Jerry
damage
32,
with
Jordan?
FNATIC.
Some information on
I'm
the back
31
tonight
still.
as well, actually.
Turning 32?
Both
I'm super
players.
fucking young.
Yeah, Dirk is going to find Khalil.
When's your birthday?
Alright, be
So
quiet.
young.
Round 5, round 5. Focus up here. Big trade. Dirk swinging in here, getting contact.
Couple too many
31.
players
Might be
getting
for situation for
panicked.
FNATIC.
Two. I'm out as
Now,
well.
luckily for them, They
Fuck.
pulled it back slightly, but it's certainly red alert still.
Fuck, it's
Good
going the
connection off the headhunter
distance.
going to put Dirk to bed. And now just 2
What
left
are
to
we
life
at?
for FNATIC, but the damage has been
32,
achieved. It's still
yeah.
pretty good damage, but they have been able to back away.
We're in it.
What can they retrieve though in terms of the weapons?
When's your
I'm not
birthday,
sure.
Jordan?
What got left?
October
I mean, the one
25th, I'm a
Bulldog, yes,
Scorpio.
but-
I like long walks on the beach.
Looking at it, because it was a very, very frugal purchase.
Your birthday bio.
He's read me his
Able to
Facebook
get
profile.
in the classic here, but
Bio.
see what Enzo can get done with the Bulldog. Actually, yeah, you can see already the positioning tube going to give away these audio clues as to where FNATIC are planning to
Oh, my
retake
cut
from.
looks fucked up, man.
Yeah, but this scoreline, you
Surely
want
they
to see
can't
all
win this
3
round.
weapons saved across here, so need to try and retrieve this Bulldog and prevent any further damage.
I'm out. That actually put me
That's
out.
an initiator right there.
That is a 34.
Across.
Dodges in there, really saving things though, because that round
Wait, now
was
FNATIC
getting
needs to win this out.
absolutely out of hand.
I mean, at one
It's
point,
his name, DG's in. He's about to
stuck on B side by
explode
Pillar
this
7 HP.
half.
Yeah.
If he falls there, I mean,
Turtles up.
it makes the retreat with the spike even more difficult.
Yep. Just again, see the absolute bailout that this man put in. Close down the end. Having a great performance, honestly, from
Jordan's
map 1
farming
to
him.
map 2.
Farm him. Farm him.
Very nice. Here though, Mike. I mean, the buy is should again. This is the first big test, right? If we actually have a game on our hands, or if map 3 feels really quite inevitable.
They're gonna pop off this null command though. I think they're looking to step
Look at the pace.
That's a
Straight up
split.
tube. They don't need the neon to do it. They're just gonna go
Hey,
for
he just left the
themselves.
boys.
Open up the
Big
door
entry.
and then switch.
Yeah, I was like, here, I'll open the door for you guys. Here you go. Good luck out there.
Very mobile.
You guys got this. Hell yeah. I'll be mid.
From the chamber. Very
null
furious.
command's gonna pin FNATIC in spawn.
Wait, they're
What a
actually
nice sight
full
take. Now they just
retake.
need to get the plan down and kind of get a little bit comfier
I need
into
5
the push
retake.
part, but
Taking a while.
This round's on Digi's in because I feel like he's got the Vandal.
a couple more seconds and maybe they'd like. But
Digimon?
Spike now down. Let's look at this.
That's how I
You know what
remember his
Digimon
name.
are?
It's like Digimon, but Digi's
It's
in.
really actually even no.
Do you ever play? Do you ever like watch
I
Digimon back in the
did.
day?
I watched it.
Someone's gonna rely on this one coming through. Now the double doors lurk is something to consider.
Thought you were
See
too young
FNATIC
for that.
looking that way.
Digimon, Yu-Gi-Oh,
That's fine, they
Pokemon.
just swing
Which
onto
mon do you
side.
want?
Actually does get punished from double. Alfie has to fall.
So slippery
Oh,
in
no.
this. He's been everywhere at once. He was the one who made it up towards Chu, but it's Enzo to find one. But again,
Shoot.
he's still firing in.
Oh!
Perfect.
Oh my
He's gone, but I'm still here.
Furia flexing here. This is gorgeous.
We're going OT.
Wait, Furia is back.
You might have shot it too low, Jordan. He's gone for 50s.
It's another round where it's a lesser purchase, and Furia just.
Where are we at right now?
I don't know. I
have
saw
so
him.
much
I
bite.
gave up.
10, 19.
They almost play like twice as
31.
aggressive in some of the rounds where they have half the
I didn't
inventory.
see the last guy.
What is this?
However many
It's
ends
at
it was.
least like
He was the one who
35
actually
plus
hooned it up Chu.
from what I
Opens
know.
up the door, dips
It's
back
31
out.
plus
everywhere.
whatever Enzo
You
has
can't get
right
away
now.
Everywhere.
Enzo's got like 10.
I think he's at 5. He was
FNATIC
bottom
on the
fragging.
brakes, and I
Exactly.
think they need to.
All right,
You
36
don't open
right
up the
now.
door
My
for
favorite
Furia
number.
now.
Now, to play devil's advocate, with
Please
this
do.
comp, you
4 more years,
need
baby.
How old
to
you
do
are,
something
right?
on defense, right? Because this is where you then start to
How old I'm
question,
gonna be when I
it's
finally-
always the way, right? We come to defense, what can you achieve? with
wait,
the
wait,
lead?
wait.
Can you get
Hey.
ahead?
Please continue.
Mom
Spencer,
joke was
please.
that?
Early setups, especially
Something
Serve me
about
up here. I haven't eaten breakfast.
something about a mother. Also,
Something about a
never
sweet. Something about a
talk about
sweet
your
mother.
What are we gonna do in terms of achieving a little bit of
yeah, I was gonna say until I finally get to tell your mom that
she's
she's such a nice lady, and I appreciate all the things she did for us and for you. And you know what? We all miss. I'm not gonna say your name, even though I know it. We all miss her.
Okay, and
And
you're
why
right.
it's not favoured, but
No, absolutely. I like that question of longevity
Equal
when
ping,
it comes to these competitions.
you
dividends.
see both sides of the coin.
Absolutely, and we did the
You
same
know
when we
what?
talked about,
All good.
in the early days, talking about, fracture and the application of neon there. Does it fully work all the way through? Does it look
When's the new hat coming
Look
out?
where they lend. They were getting proactive, and it's
New
always,
hat?
It's always the way
Soon.
to apply this on both
Soon.
sides, where teams really find success.
Shout out to the homies.
Well, that it does put the
out
marker
to the
back with
homies.
FNATIC to find that, right? Like, again, in this one, they weren't super deadly in their kind of, not necessarily force buys, it's a little bit of a purchase, but, a couple of marshals, bit interesting. Just going for the picks across the board, see if they can do any damage.
Oof.
So keep your eyes on the HP on the left-hand side. If Furia get chipped down, that's when problems can begin. And look at the stack.
Look at that money start to swell, though. On the back of just carrying 3 Bulldogs into the
Oh
previous.
yeah, 6, 4.
Like I said, what's the default? What is the default here? What extremity do you pressure here with Mystic and Alpha?
Saw it.
Well, Mazin.
The life of a jet, dude. I'm in my smoke. You guys got this.
Khalil's gone down. And there's still so many threats here. They're trying to do everything.
What?
It's just
Wait.
no
Wait.
scoping away.
Wait a
Fair
minute. There's a lot of
enough.
kills
And
right
now
there.
2-3.
Wait.
What has just happened?
Marshall, Mathers,
I'm
Eminem.
feeling devastating with this one.
Wait.
1 bullet left to play with. He loses
Holy
out
fuck, we're in the
Two
end
kills
zone.
this time, and they have no idea he's still here. Surely they'll check on this.
He's missed the reposition, though. But now he'll heal it. Yep. So Jazine actually able to get himself onto default, but it's QCK you got to worry about in this scenario.
They see
Oh,
him?
he saw him. Yeah.
Gives away the game
No, he
a little.
didn't. No, he
Does
didn't.
Alpha
What?
manage to bail him out? That's the last shot done. He needs to load some more.
Oh, he
Alpha
actually had a good
time.
chance.
And now just Alpha. 1v2.
Is no scoping them play there? Certainly, like.
Yeah, it's so
He
accurate,
needs it,
dude.
not gonna
It's
get
actually so fucking accurate.
Okay, closed.
And I feel like the
down
scope would have made it
again.
harder
This
because it's
guy,
so close.
Digizin is
Yeah.
looking
The
guy's
hot
just
in this
swinging
game, to be
side to
fair. He's kept
side.
a couple of these rounds safe.
Got our
This
Ariana.
next buy round is crucial.
Oh, we're
for
already
Furia.
here. We're already here.
Operator going to come out for Durka.
It's not accurate.
I'm already
Bro,
worried.
please stop typing like you
seriously,
know. I use the Marshall
this next buy round for Furia
all
is
fucking
huge.
day
As
long.
you're
This
on the other side,
motherfucker is
that's what we
accurate,
talked about
dude.
ahead of this thrifty round.
Sure.
It's very
We'll have to
fucking
see it for
accurate.
Fnatic here. But there's no tangible.
God, I hate when silver's
part of
tight,
Furia's setup.
bro.
It might actually be A main. Look at the setup here. This potentially is it.
You're not gold plus.
We have to see this.
Hush up. Sub up and hush up.
He's going to go behind the knife, I think.
Let's have a look towards when they decide to pull the trigger on this. Yes, they're going to take tube control again. We've seen this look before. Fast up, open door. And did dip away last time. Doesn't this time and gets punished. That's different, Durka.
That's for baiting us last time.
Pick, but look at the spike, Mike.
Should I TP, you
Both
coward?
drifted off B side already. They're already semi-committing to this retake.
The timing on this is unthinkable. Mazin, he could be so
Oh, he's actually fucked.
Keeping 4 players dedicated to the site. He will lose his life. And
But
surely
the-
now,
Wait, he got tagged.
hitting
It's
that
fine though,
running box, they know
5v3.
the rotation is
What
gonna
do we
go
got for
away. They get the
ults?
spike down,
Not
they
a
need it
there,
down
a
now.
lot
Well,
over here.
They needed it down 30 seconds ago.
CT invest reach.
Got the wall.
This
It's really good,
dangerous.
actually.
They have to take a risk, I guess, somewhere. Otherwise, it's
Wait,
all
who
but
got
done. Enzo's
spammed?
gonna
Oh,
find
no,
one.
team
Khalil's
flash.
gone down.
Team
Just ahead of the flash.
fucking
I'm
flash.
blind.
But it's
I'm
still
done.
coming.
You flashed
And now
before I
they
told you to
back away.
flash?
You can see the wrap coming in. FNATIC just filtering through the rest of the map. They need an overwhelming win here, a clean fight, and they're not
Ah,
getting it.
darts.
FNATIC clear
That's
this one
11.
through. Essential round for FNATIC.
I don't know. These
to
guys
get
are trying to. I think you guys might be
Beautifully done.
really in it.
Again, waiting behind that contact.
What are the
and
kills
I'm
at?
almost
It's
expecting
got to be 40
I don't
plus.
know.
It's got to be
I think
40
Furia are gonna
plus.
shift walk up behind
I think
it,
it's
try
probably
and
like
get set
39 or
up,
40
and
right now.
immediately- I mean, it happened
I'm
off
guessing
screen.
it's like-
43.
The fault line
We're
comes
saying
through.
43.
Alfie slides all the way through
Quick
shot.
math,
They
let's
actually
go.
backstab
It was on your
Furia.
out. It was
Time to do it.
-1.
So well coordinated.
Nico and Jordan are in,
Actually, on
though.
the back of that, Boaster. Wow. Key for him not to give up his life.
41.
We're talking about committing very early on to the retake. They find the one-man advantage. Once the second comes through, you can actually see Boaster curious to putting a snake bite into
Alright,
main,
we need, like,
slowing down.
Fnatic to win the last 2 right now.
And now the
Just,
ult
like,
is going to start hitting.
Boaster
FNATIC
pop
as well.
off.
This is the,
Not many
timeout
kills.
playing for Furia because they want to work through some options that they potentially have left.
And just to come back to that, the ultimate's coming online now. If Furia won that, this would be Fnatic coming into, you know, potentially another half buy, a force buy, whatever, and having to invest these. Now, they at least have around breathing
luxury
space, right?
there, yeah. They don't have to do it.
It's going to take a little more to reset the economy of Furia, though. We talked about how that did swell two or three rounds ago. And actually, the other side of things, ultimates, at least on the brink here for Furia.
Yeah, not super far away. Again, small differences there. You know, the chamber kind of flying up tube again. Durka so quick to respond that time, disallowing that kind of ability.
It's going to OT. The score will be 16-14. Source, trust me, bro.
I'm curious what they
Okay.
tune up about this. What other approaches do they have? Because again, I think we've seen Fnatic getting, as I said, a little proactive there. I liked what they tried to do. I'd like to see more.
It's tempered, though. It was controlled.
It wasn't just throwing out and seeing what sticks. It was absolutely method to the madness in it. And it was very well timed, too. And as you said, Boast not overcommitting, noting that he could be incredibly vulnerable. Like to see that. Very
You want to come to
aware of
Brazil, little
the,
bro? I think I've been to Brazil
potential
3
of
times,
what they want
actually.
to achieve.
It was
To
great.
go back in, timeout.
Because I was with the Brazilians.
So let's see what they've adjusted. It looks like a lot of mid-presence, apparently.
I'm curious to see what the next step of this is, with where the knife is invested. A very deep trap placed in shop as well, just to prevent the same thing happening from the previous round. I think Furia fully in the know of how that information
Sucks
was
that he missed the tag because now the Jet can't
Lovely
peek him.
switch up.
He didn't put him off the line.
Zine, but Zine wisely backs away from it. Very proactive as well from Fnatic to come forward and deal with this trap as well. They don't want any control.
But I like
towards Furia.
But I like that he's still here, that he didn't get overly hungry for this, trying to maybe work out where that aggression's going to come in, holding mid control, also dealing with the extremities, almost just that little bit of a default testing the aggressive waters that we know Fnatic were leaning into.
A split.
Like
Like they have good people to hold this off.
Does note a couple of players here, but again, Mystic.
Oh, way too early. Fuck. I mean, it stopped them.
Running the clock down effectively. Boaster actually going to find a kill.
See how he's crouching by the metal?
Should be able to pick up a second is what he does.
Yeah,
just
maybe,
off
right?
screen.
Right now?
Brilliant.
Like 5v3 secure it?
Like front sight right now?
Pretty sure Fnatic are aware
I think so, but it's okay.
potentially
Load of damage
2-3 of the
done there for
players.
Boaster, actually.
Doesn't matter. Back secured.
Just so perfect.
Oh,
This is really beautiful
Unless-
work. Khalil's still standing.
Wait.
He's going to at least convert towards Mystic, so it's not completely over yet, but the Owl Drone and everything else trying to pile up
Back
against
secured.
them. Boaster
Save.
I think this is looking good. This is looking good
brilliantly
for you guys,
on side, being
right?
super
What is it
slippery,
at?
hard to pin down. And this should be 12 for Fnatic, really finding their footing here in the second half after
EW
a great
mode, why?
first half as well. Got a little worried when Furia started to carve a bit of room for themselves, but absolutely quelled.
to finally get to map point. Furia now.
Match point.
Yeah, I mean, you look at a couple of them.
Is Split not being played this tournament? No. This is the first tournament that they took it out and replaced it with Pearl. Split is officially on the bench.
Slippery around Pyramid, not really giving anybody a comfortable engagement.
Alongside D Cobblestone. Never forget.
Really well played between him and Mystic, actually. Do Furia look to dial up the pressure here behind the null command? They might catch Durka early on here, preventing the TP. We'll disable that trap.
I think this map's over. Let's just go B and see what happens. Fuck it.
Actually, yeah, it could be problematic because Durka's actually on the operator as well.
Wow, I got him blind.
Still gets Mazin down, and you're right. They get to live to fight another day. Underhand flash will at least get them in towards the site, but they still haven't really cleared these back positions. Durka is still fine for this.
Oh, they know he's there now.
Tap on the spike, but it's not committed. The swing, and Durka gonna claim their life, and FNATIC just shutting this one down. Furia finding nothing. There's no fun anymore.
That was a little overheaty. 5v2
the
didn't
finest
need to
of
do
margins,
that one.
but the numbers just so overwhelming now.
Fuck, they overpeaked a lot.
3v2 now.
But the spike's still deep in towards that B site.
Enzo's still a million miles away from this as well, so
is he gonna clear danger?
Got to be careful here. The wall gonna go up. Actually, put Mystic.
Saw him, right?
I don't think you can. No, I don't think.
I think the guy saw him. No.
Oh.
What?
Big shot. Okay, they're not.
Certainly not.
Yet.
Certainly the
It's
5v2. Not into a 2v2.
Spoke too soon. Maybe I you know, underestimated what they could achieve here, but
30 seconds left.
Sure, an Enzo. I believe he's gone this close.
Do they have? No, they don't.
Still got across the.
Wait, they walked through as the drone ended. It's actually crazy timing.
The backfield.
Furia
The Boaster's on it.
Boaster's in such a good flank right now.
Timing on this is everything.
Beautiful.
Could be divine. He's got one. The trade comes out. So it's down to 1v1. But Enzo, this man is clutch as hell.
He could have pushed up off the
So much pressure.
Right?
Now put towards Furia.
A little misdirection as well. Puts the dart through. Makes him double check. Tunnel, but that's
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
They're actually through. Was that 2v4 or 5?
Yeah.
5.
Again, when we look at what can.
Because Alpha was the first one to push in the 5v2 and died through the wall, right?
Carve your way through a 2v4.
Through the
they make
wall?
mistakes,
Did he?
they overpeak, they get punished a little here. But again, this I've got to say credit where it's due. Some of these shots were just on the money. Beautifully played.
My
The
god.
adjustment there, like I said, Mystic had a dirty little pocket to play.
Nice shots from XQC.
Fusic has a black dot. Yeah, he does as well.
Great recovery from Furia.
Yeah.
Don't
The
want to have
fuck?
to watch that one back.
That's at all. 7-12 though. Ult sign a hit, a little delayed. We noted it before. They did have those ults really coming through online, and the aggression, the commitment. They're still walking towards cave. The flash is there, just about gets away with his life. But FNATIC looking to tussle now.
Boaster actually will be able to avoid that. On the other side of things, though, Mazin tagged up.
How's he
Enzo
alive?
can't close out the kill, though.
Bloody hell. 35
HP.
Again, this mid pressure. They dealt with that early play towards 8.
The team stun, yeah. Big info by Breach.
And the late investment from Boaster as well. They are going to kind of cut off B in the options. Oh, and this timing from Mystic could be heaven sent. If he
Oh my god.
You see the pings all the way up tube here.
Don't get any kills.
Are they gonna go halls?
I think Furia are looking to address this.
No.
There it is.
Wow.
Timing. It's great.
Knife out.
Brilliant timing from Mystic as well. Gets to dip away and just picking them off piece by piece. Now they're on the
I don't know
side
where
they
we're
do
at, but
put their own Viper's pit down, but Alpha
going up. I think Jordan's getting close
but
at
he's
this
got the
point.
shot. And now numbers
I think we're at
massively
46
favorable
right now.
towards FNATIC.
Boaster might even pick up Mazin here.
What did Jordan say? 50 something?
48.
Who is who first? Alpha is
Oh
fallen.
gosh, he might actually win if FNATIC wins this round.
He's going to hear this. Needs to get there in time. Just losing track of Boaster here as Dirk has found one, so this is going down the line.
Oh, timing!
And it's all do it! Khalil now the only one left alive! He's going to find a second!
That's big.
2 more, he's got 12.
Wait, that might be
HP.
48.
Boaster
My Jordan might be
catches
spot
his
on.
opposing
Maybe.
number.
I have no idea.
And FNATIC convert,
We have to check.
getting map 2 under the
So
belt.
we got a kill at the end
Taking
there, right?
us the distance.
Yeah.
It couldn't have come at a better time as well. Just with